Hi guys, if you're a coach or you're thinking about launching your coaching, advice, and consulting, mentoring business, don't leave this video because in this video, I'm going to show you how to use AI to help you launch your business in 10 minutes. Whether it's full-time or part-time gig, you got to do it, okay? We're going to go over how you really make a nice looking, professional, trustworthy coaching website using AI. We're going to talk about how to set up your offers and marketing copies. We're also going to talk about how to set up your funnel, meaning you qualify your customer, ask them a few questions to make sure they're actually your target, they're serious, and then get them to book your calendar for the initial consultation. We're going to go over all the process. All you need to do is listen carefully, follow along, use the prompt I use. Actually, go to the description. Here's a document. Open that document. Let's follow along and get started. First, go to Heyboss.ai. Okay, so now we're at Heyboss.ai. This is one of the most powerful website builder and app builder for business people. So in this case, you just need to type in the sentence like, build a website for blah, blah, blah. And then they will have a built-in AI marketer, designer, and actually all the content, all the code, all the features are done for you. You don't need to do much. In this case, I recommend follow my initial prompt, right? So essentially that's like build a website for coach, that's your name, and teaches, that's your audience, career woman, and how to balance work life and cope with overwhelm. So that's like what you teach. And then this is something that I highly recommend you include. So the AI knows like what is the vibe they're going for, how can they write the content for you, how can they design things for you. And then number 2 and number 3 are optional. You don't have to do it, but I highly recommend. Number 2 is about your goal, right? So when you say my goal is to have people book my calendar to get initial consultation, then everything, the content, where the button is and how big the button, what is the conversion flow is all going to center around making more people book a consult and kind of like helping people understand and know what to do, how to take action. So that is actually useful for your like call to action conversion. And then definitely include something optional, but I highly recommend you have it. Essentially, it's like, here's something to emphasize, right? Here's something to talk about career women. Definitely have testimonial from career moms and like making sure the fact that I'm a certified life coach. Those are the things that I want to highlight in this website, but obviously you have other things. So essentially just copy paste this to the prompt, right? So literally I just like go here and I do this, right? Copy paste this. The other thing that's important is you want to make sure you have your logo and you have your photos, right? So I recommend you kind of do that initially, but you can always add it later. So in this case, I can add logo here, right? I can also do like a photo of Haley here. Okay, so essentially I have all the pieces and now I need to choose a style, right? You can choose a style by, they have some keyword already for you to choose. You can do like light mode, dark mode and stuff like that. I recommend you either could choose a style or you can do a reference. So let's say you really love Tony Robbins' website or you really like Kim Kardashian's website. You can take a screenshot and then ask AI to copy. So that will be a reference design. That means they will copy other people's website to make your website. So in this case, I'll just do light mode and click generate and let's see what happens. Okay, so this is actually the fun part. The fun part is that the entire AI team now starts working, right? There's AI CEO, there's AI developer. They're like, let's dive into a project for Haley Carr. How do we reclaim balance ideas? And people start like brainstorming, right? A bunch of AI like talking about the color, soft color, to invoke positivity and clarity. And they talking about imagery, resonate with our audience, career moms, blah, blah, blah. Right? So they start brainstorming everything, the content, the marketing, the piece, the branding, the features and everything. So you don't really need to worry too much about it. And then you just need to wait. Typically it's like 5 to 10 minutes, you will get a website done. Okay, so we'll come back to that. Okay, let's take a look at the first version the AI builds. Actually, it looks pretty nice. Stop the overwhelm, lead with confidence. Make up the story, include the fact that I'm a certified life coach, something that I asked AI to emphasize, right? And then it has the packages. So you make up some packages: deep transformation program, targeted clarity breakthrough, community-driven growth. I would say those are pretty good names. And they actually write out copies as well. I can certainly change that, but it's a pretty good starting point. And then it has the testimonials from other moms, right? I think that's pretty cool. And then again, it's the call to action. So if I want to change things, this is how I do it. So I click on edit. Let's say I want to do lead with confidence. I want to make it exclamation mark, or I want to make it bigger or smaller. I can actually easily twist that. It's like PowerPoint. I can just click save here. Or let's say if I want to change this image, I wanted to use a different image. I can actually upload my own image, or I can use the AI generated image or use a library image. So that's pretty neat. Okay, so the other thing is that let's say I really want to build a funnel. I want people to first provide some information about themselves, and then I kind of qualify them and then book a call. So if I want to gather some information before they book a call, I can just do that. So this is what I type. I say add 3 qualifying questions in the book a call pop-up so I can collect more information before I show my calendar. I will also suggest some other people may say something like, I only want to, book a call if the person actually want to work in tech or looking to get a coach now. If not, then don't book a call. So if you can just say to AI things like that, where I only want to talk to somebody who actually is, 30 to 45 and has a budget of more than 3,000, ask those questions. If they don't satisfy that criteria, then just say thank you. If yes, then book a call. You can literally just type it up, and then AI will it will make up all the questions that you need. In this case, I just built this. So I say what is your main goal? I say leadership, right? And then what's your biggest challenge? So let's say, I don't know, work-life balance. Right. And then they actually ask me some questions. And then what's your email? I can actually save my email. So that's a pretty good lead generation experience. And then I guess because after that, then they can actually redirecting me to the booking calendar thing. So that's actually pretty neat. And you'll be able to do that yourself too, because I type in this case, I said add 3 qualified questions in the book call. I would suggest, and then so that I can collect more information before I show, and all the questions are made up by AI, given, the coaching program and giving everything they know about my website. You can also say something like, my Calendarly is blah, blah, this is your link, right? It's your Calendarly link. And then this is your link, and can say ask questions to see if a visitor wants to pivot into tech and have a budget. I want to pivot into tech and have a budget, then book a call. Otherwise, just say thank you. So you can also say things like that. But essentially, this is my funnel that I can easily build. Literally just type a sentence. Otherwise, you have to use many different tools, right? You have to use a lead gen form. You have to use a lead qualification tool. You have to connect to the Calendarly. It could be, it's Zap here, this, Zap here, that. It could take 4 hours. So in this case, it's just one sentence. That is something that only Heyboss can do, because it literally link all the, the form and then the Calendarly, everything together through a prompt. That's actually pretty cool. Okay, so let's think about our website. We have a website that's pretty much done, right? But I'm feeling a little bit more ambitious. So I'm just going to ask AI to add a new blog. So I'm actually giving you this time I'm doing something hard. I give a general reference design of a very famous blog that I like to follow. I think it's nicely designed. And then I say, follow the attached design reference and use this photo for blog images. So then I upload a bunch of image about Haley working, right? And about, the type of retreat she does and stuff like that. So then basically just literally build a blog for me. So here, it literally use the photo that I give, and then it make up some it actually make up some of the articles, right? That AI just write all of that. So that may not be the actual final content that I want. I can change stuff, but literally have the whole blog for me. That's pretty cool. Okay, so I changed some text just now, but overall, I think we have a website I want to show you. Helping high achiever break limit, and then literally has the story, it has the packages, it has the testimonials, right? And actually I can click here to book a free call. Actually that pop-up will show up and ask me questions. I can answer. It has a blog. I can go to the blog session. It actually has all the blog. And then final call to action as well. Book a free calendar call at the very end. When you click on that, again, the same funnel will show up. So I would say this website is quite complete. We're ready to go. And all you need to do is go to your interface and then click publish. And then literally you can either use a Heyboss domain, but obviously I highly recommend you gotta use your own domain, right? So you could either do a GoDaddy, get your own domain, but actually the most convenient thing is to literally just use Heyboss. Heyboss has by domain functionality. It will pop up a separate window where you can actually get your own domain. So let's say in this case, I wanna do Haley Car Consulting.com or something. And then we'll just check domain. I can literally buy a domain, and then I can launch today. I'm ready to launch. Yes, I can get a domain. It's $1 domain or something. And then literally I'm ready to go. So anyways, it takes us less than 10 minutes. We make a whole website. We have funnel, we have customer. Okay. The most important thing I want to show you is how do you know who signed up, right? That's really, really important. So actually, this is the website, right? This is the UI is the website. And then the My Data is where you basically find access to all your information. So you can see here's all the people who sign up. I was doing a test, right? Here's all the people who sign up, and I can actually do export, and I'll be able to actually allow, and then actually will download CSV where literally I have access to everybody who fill in the form. So it's actually very, very convenient. The other thing is also Heyboss will automatically send you an email whenever somebody signs up. Like here, whenever anybody signs up, I actually get an email directly to my email, and then that's from Heyboss. And so that will notify me when somebody sign up. Okay, that's it. Please follow along and do your damn website and get your clients today. And just go to Heyboss.ai and follow my instruction. Actually, I will include the link below. So literally you can copy paste my entire prompt, everything I wrote, and you can test it out yourself. And if you have any questions, shoot me a message. I'll respond.